nights ago. Kevin and I spoke. We're moving forward. I think there's no secret that I am an emotional player. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I play with that same emotion. Sometimes they get the best of me, and it doesn't work to my favor. I'm gonna live with that, because it works in my favor to the good, as my resume speaks and this team resume speaks, more so than it doesn't. And so I'm never going to change who I am. I'm going to approach the game the same way that I always do. And, like I said, we'll continue to move forward. And I've read a lot about how is this the end of the run, or is it over, or did I ruin it, or did I force Kevin to leave? At the end of the day, as I've said before, whatever Kevin decided to do, whatever Clay decided to do, whatever who decides to do, we had great years together, and I support everybody wholeheartedly, 100%. Because as a man, as a human being, you got the right to do what you want to do with your life, and so I'll never question that. But what you must know is nobody in this organization, from a player, not myself, not Kevin, not anybody else, is going to beat us. So if you one of them other 29 teams in this league, you got to beat us. We're not going to beat us. We're going to continue to do what we do. And I'm sorry if that ruins everybody's stories. I know everybody got a job to do. I apologize for ruining y'all's stories if it did. But if this only makes Kevin, myself, and the rest of my teammates stronger, that's what it's going to do. So, you think you saw something before, good luck with us now. We're not going to crumble off of an argument. We're going to move forward. So that's all I got to say. Anybody want to talk about basketball, I'm here. If not, it's been real.
What about management, though?
Anybody want to talk?
Particularly around Draymond?
It was pretty quiet. We met in the locker room before practice and went through our usual game day routine, addressed some things, and we'll remain private. And I know Kevin and Draymond have spoken, and that's as much as I'm going to reveal. I can tell you that I am extremely confident in this team's ability to get through any adversity. And last time we were in this building, we won a Game 7 on the road against a great team. We were down 15 in the second quarter. I know what this team's made of. I know the character of the group. I know the history of this group. And it's way too strong and way too powerful to be upended by the type of adversity that can hit any team in the season. So we're going to get through this.
Is it fair to say, are you encouraged with any progress between
as I said, I'm not going to go into any detail. I'm very happy that with the way this has been addressed, and we're moving forward. Steve, a lot of focus.
As you understand it in a second, what's the value of having him on this road trip?
Well, obviously it's taking longer than we first anticipated, but that's because the original MRI didn't show anything terrible. I think I referred to it as encouraging. But as Rick explained to me, the symptoms are the most important thing. And sometimes the symptoms in the MRI and the imaging don't fit. It's not always going to be perfect. So we're basing this on symptoms. And it's groin injuries are tricky. So he's definitely out for the rest of this trip. He's getting better each day. He's working with Rick. And it's great to have him on the trip, while we're going through this adversity that we've hit. And Steph is always going to be a guy who smooths out bumps and keeps us rolling. And so it's great to have him here.
So just there's nothing new on an MRI?
Nothing new on an MRI. It's based on symptoms, and he's getting better. You can see him out there working with Rick right now, but we're going to be very, very careful. So he's not coming back during this trip. and obviously he's going to need plenty of court time before he returns. And he hasn't had court time. When I say court time, I mean live action. He hasn't had that. And if I talk about this long enough, then maybe this will be the last question. And then we'll all just say, let's shall it? Is that it? No further questions?
Yeah. What was the mood today? I mean, you mentioned that version.
It's about Steph, actually. So we got an update about Steph that he has at least the next 10 days. Where is his injury as far as you understand it? And second, what's the value of having him on this road?
Well, obviously it's taking longer than we first anticipated, but that's because the original MRI didn't show anything terrible. I think I referred to it as encouraging. But as Rick explained to me, the symptoms are the most important thing, and sometimes the symptoms in the MRI and the imaging don't fit. It's not always going to be perfect. So we're basing this on symptoms, and it's groin injuries are tricky. So he's definitely out for the rest of this trip. He's getting better each day. He's working with Rick. And it's great to have him on the trip while we're going through this adversity that we've hit. And Steph is always the guy who smooths out bumps and keeps us rolling, and so it's great to have him.
So just there's nothing new on an MRI?
Nothing new on an MRI. It's based on symptoms, and he's getting better. You can see him out there working with Rick right now, but we're going to be very, very careful. So he's not coming back during this trip, and obviously he's going to need plenty of court time before he returns. And he hasn't had court time. When I say court time, I mean live action. He hasn't had that. And if I talk about this long enough, then maybe this will be the last question. And then we'll all just say, let's shall it? Is that it? No further questions?
What was